Well, a curious case of an NGO based in Kerala having constructed mosques along the international border in Punjab's Faridkot, and that too through two Kashmiri residents. That has alarmed the security agencies. The Ministry of Home Affairs has carried out an investigation. They're probing this incident. Not just this, they're also probing other cases of surprising, some curious construction activities coming up along the international border. The Tribune broke the story in the morning. I'm joined by Jupinderjeet Singh, who broke the story. Jupinder, first tell us why are the security agencies alarmed by this construction? Constructing a mosque is not illegal. So why, in this particular case, the agencies are alarmed?
Well, these mosques are close to the border, 50 to 70 kilometer close to the border, and Punjab has about 530 kilometers of international border with Pakistan, and everyone knows that Pakistan is smuggling weapons, drugs, and some terrorists have also crossed over in the recent past. And it is also, has been reported that this border is being used to smuggle weapons to Kashmir for terrorism activities. So, and Punjab doesn't have very high population of Muslims. So there are more than 200 mosques and shrines. So only mosques close to international border within 10 kilometers, or in this case about 50 kilometers. And when it came to the notice of the security agencies that this was constructed by a Kerala-based organization, which is not a religious organization, and it is a social organization which indulges in social work, education of children or marriages of women or other stuff. So it has no mandate to construct mosques here, and they did it in a clandestine manner by transferring funds to two Kashmir residents who came to Punjab, and they supervised the construction of these mosques. So all this was something very hanky-panky. That's why the Ministry for Home Affairs, they have cancelled the license of this organization, which is RCFI, Research and Charitable Foundation of India, and they have stopped their international funding also, and now the further investigation is on.
And also, you've spoken to this RCFI. You tried to get through to them for the story. What was their defense? What was their reasoning for an institution, for an organization like RCFI, which is not, as you mentioned, not into religious activity? What was the reason for them getting into the construction of a mosque, that too in a place like Faridkot?
Yeah, exactly. So they were not very forthcoming in their replies to us. They did a lot of cross-checking. Who are you? Why are you calling me? Send me your identity card. Right. Send us queries via letter pad. Come to us. Come to Kerala. Right. We don't know this, and send me email from your official this thing. We don't respond on WhatsApp. So we waited for about 2 weeks for the reply, but. Right. In between these talks, they only acknowledged that they don't have any unit or chapter in Punjab. Right. And they said that we have responded to the MHA on these allegations. So I asked them time and again, why have you constructed mosque? Because as you rightly said, it is not illegal to construct a mosque or a mandir or anything. It's only if it's done secretly or clandestinely. Why did they transfer money to Kashmir residents and they came and did the construction work? They could have done this openly also. Then no eyebrows would have been raised.
And also, Jupinderji, during the course of the probe, were they able to zero in on these Kashmiri residents through which the construction had taken place? Any revelations about their identity, who they were, when did they come to Punjab? Anything on that?
Yeah, they came to Punjab in 2016-17. That's the construction time, and the police knows their identity. And whatever the operation, it is not being shared with the media at this juncture. Right. And so we hope that they will bring out. Three mosques have been identified, right. But there are more than 200 plus such mosques which have come up along the border. Right. So it is a very large and wide investigation.
Also, the interesting would be about the source of funding. Where has this money come from? Has RCFI responded to as to where the funds are coming to them, and also about this construction of mosques? Where did the funds come from? Any thing on that?
Yeah, this is one of the serious allegations against them. As per the MHA documents which came to our notice, they had got about rupees 70 crore funds diverted for non-social work. So organization is only for social work, but they have diverted 70 crore rupees for other works all over the country, and out of which 3 mosques were in Punjab. So we have dealt with the Punjab thing only. It is yet to be known that what is the source of their funding, and it is mostly from international funding.
And also, these Kashmiri residents, when they were in Punjab carrying out this construction of the mosque, were they in touch with some local people? Is the MHA or the intelligence agencies working on finding any local contacts of these two people?
Well, as per source report of the Punjab police, the persons managing the mosque, they know the identity of these people. They also talked about RCFI and this thing, but they remained within the mainly the local premises of the mosques only. Their local contacts are yet to be known.
And also, I understand, as you also mentioned, there's a larger probe which is being carried out on these suspicious constructions which have happened along the international border. Is that being carried out?
Yeah, it is being carried out, but in a very secretly, because a lot of mosques are old mosques, which due to partition of India, there was no one to manage them or take care of the religious places. But these have been renovated also. So were these renovated with the government funds like the Waqf board or other funds or local this thing, or who is funding them? Yeah.
And also about this RCFI, has the MHA or the intelligence agencies gone beyond construction of these mosques and tried to look into the source of funding of RCFI, a larger probe against RCFI? Have they done it?
Yeah, that probe is on. It's being done by the central agencies.
Right.
And as the RCFI officials, they were quite upset at media queries, about these, and it seems that they were quite in trouble over these funding and these allegations.
Okay. But they're denying any illegal sort of activity being carried out.
Well, they acknowledge, on our persistent inquiries. I told them, listen, if you are not responding, you must be having a Punjab office.
Right.
So I will go to the Punjab office and we can talk face to face. They said we don't have any Punjab office. So that is how their cover was blown. That if you don't have office, what are you doing? Or I said, show me if you have done some social work in Punjab. Of course, we have a lot of Muslim population, at least in Malerkotla town. So if you have done something for them, so show us. So they were not able to show that, and they just kept on saying that we have responded to MHA, we will not respond in detail to you.
Thank you so much, Jupinder Singh. Quite a curious case of an organization coming all the way from Kerala, funding the construction of mosque in faraway Faridkot, and that too through two residents of Kashmir who we understand are not been traced as yet. The intelligence agencies are looking for them. So clearly a big story, quite an alarming case for the security agencies who are trying to track down the source of funding of this Kerala-based RCFI. We'll keep on providing you all the updates, latest updates, not just on this story but other stories as well. You can log on to our website also, www.tribuneindia.com, and also follow us on our other social media platforms, and also particularly our YouTube channel. Meanwhile, thanks for watching.